Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and I want to explain percentages and rep schemes and all that kind of stuff, and how you can relate it to yourself if you're fairly new to training, but also a different idea if you have been training for a long time. So first of all,
okay, so we got back squat. You're going to do 6 sets of 2 at 90%, and then strict press, 10 sets of 10 at 40% of your 1 RM.
so what does that even mean? If you have never tested a 1 rep max, which is something I do not recommend if you're fairly new to training, you want to build your technique more than anything, but say you are at that point where you want to start building things up, then 90%, basically what you want is to do 2 reps. When you re-rack the bar, you want to be thinking, dearie me, that was lucky. That's what you want to think, okay? So build up your weights that way. If it was, say, 80% that you were doing, and you were doing, say you were sticking in sets of 2, 80%, you don't be re-racking the bar thinking, I had loads left there, I could do more. And then obviously, if you were to do a weight where you did 1 and you thought, I don't have a second one in me, and you put it back in, that would be, more like a 1 rep max effort or something like that, so it'd be too heavy for you. So go by how you feel with something to sort of work out where you're at. There's great charts and stuff online that you can search for that sort of have a guesstimation of what your 1 rep max would be of what you can do for 5 and stuff like that. Good things to check out, but everybody's different, so like, I've met a few people that work off them charts quite well, and a few people that just don't work at all for them. So the 10 sets of 10, what you've got there, it was 40%, I think 40%. That's something, 40% is something that you want to be finishing off with, and because it's higher reps, you want to be putting the bar back on, whew, I felt quite pumpy that. But you should be ready to go again quite soon. Your recovery time shouldn't be as long from that as well. So don't get freaked out by percentage programs and stuff like that, especially if you've never tested anything before. Go by how you feel for the percentage thing. So if you're up at around 90%, 95%, when you're re-racking the bar, you want to be thinking, oh dear. But if you're down around 50%, 40%, stuff like that, when you're re-racking the bar, you want to be like, I could do a bit more, and that's the way you want to sort of build that stuff up. And that's how I would train a lot of my athletes now, where it goes by feeling. So I will write a program, but it's more like guidelines. So I want you to do this, this, and this on this day. But if they feel funky on the day, then message and say, this isn't feeling good today, whatever. Cut the weight down, go by how you feel on the day. Don't try and bang out numbers for the sake of numbers. You could hurt yourself. You're better scaling things back, getting through the session anyway, and then that's your feedback. So that's where you can see if that keeps happening. So say you were just happened to be tired that day, you still get your session done, and you still get your technique work done, that's awesome. But if it kept happening, even whenever you felt good, then you start to find your weaknesses. So start to build your programs and stuff like that, your overall training. Always think about how you feel with things as well. If something is overly challenging, that's something that you want to start working on. If something feels dead easy, then that's something you also want to work on, but it doesn't need as much attention. So that's sort of a different way to think about programming. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, put them down there.